Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about the fact dusty is used to describe old whiskey in mainstream media, and we were doing shows about dusty whiskey as far back as 2018. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Linda Modica, and Matt Welgeet.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hello. So yes, we, it's one of these shows where I just like to point out some of the things that we've done because we don't get credit for anything. We never make any sort of list. Best bourbon podcast, anything like that. We're never on any of that stuff. Most influential people in bourbon, we're never on any of that stuff. And nothing that we do gets noticed, but I think that we have a pretty strong bourbon impact, and this just being one of those things, so we'll talk about that. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, KK said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, KK?
It's something that's very important when you're a kid, and I want to know if it's still important to you as an adult.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite color?
Multiple favorite colors.
Okay.
But then since they're multiple, does that mean you have a favorite color?
I don't know, because if somebody asked me, I'd be like black, and then I would say pink, and then I would say purple and green. I have a hierarchy of colors.
No, but whatever's at the top is the top of the hierarchy, hence, unto it, your favorite.
So then black would be my favorite color.
Black's your favorite color. Fair enough. Fair enough. I like silver. Silver is my favorite color. Why? Because I don't see colors like you do. And silver is one that I think we all see the same. At least I perceive that. And I like how silver looks. I like silver. So yes, silver is my favorite color. That's a weird color. No one else says that.
No one ever says silver. So
I feel like
it's my favorite color.
Satisfying to see. I do like seeing silver, but it's just not one that you think about enough, I don't think.
Right.
Good choice.
Someone got a statue on my ride home every day, and they painted it silver. And I'm like, I'm going to steal that fucking thing one day. One day that thing's going to be in my trunk.
Hey, man,
I'll be coming home late. I'll be coming home late one night, and I'm going to see that thing because it picks up your headlights nicely with the silver. I'm going to like, fuck it.
Next time I'm in town, Steve, put a trunk by
I want that thing.
And everyone has cameras.
Well, you would think, and you would think that's the end all be all, but then Nancy Guthrie or whatever her name is, they can't even find her.
I mean, she goes missing.
You get a ski mask.
I would think you saw the guy that did it at her house. Let's just then follow the cameras along the way to wherever this person. No, and they've got everything where they got the FBI working on. You would think this would be a matter of hours. They would have this woman back, and I don't understand that whole thing. The whole thing is weird to me. It's just off. Something about it's just way off. I mean,
it is weird.
Yeah.
It is super weird.
I think she's probably dead.
Well, yeah, she's
Yeah.
elderly and is on medications. I hate to even think
Yeah.
about that stuff, but I mean, in reality, I mean,
And I think
I
some of
hate
the
to think about it.
family,
It's terrible.
like distant families involved. Like I don't think it was random. I have thoughts.
Well, it can't necessarily be, I thought about that myself. I was like, what if I was some nutbag that thought I could get money? First of all, would you target the family of Savannah Guthrie? And number two, how do you know where that family is?
Right.
It's just a weird thing. There's some sort of insider. I don't think it's family. It seems like they could easily track that down if it was. I mean, where are these people? And I don't know. I don't. It's just a weird thing. I heard she. I don't know if this is true or not as we record this. I heard she announced she's never coming back to the Today Show. She's just like retiring,
Oh.
which I could see a life altering thing like that.
Yeah.
She's made plenty of money. It's not a factor of, I need to work. And I don't know whether that's true or not. I just saw that online today. We have to know about things online, but I could see that changing your life, whatever happens with this.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if the best happens and they find her, you still be like, fuck it, I'm going to enjoy my time with my mom and I'm not going to be this celebrity person anymore. So, yeah. It's a weird situation for sure. Where were we? I forgot.
Favorite colors.
Oh, favorite colors, yes. I've gone. Who else has gone? McNew.
You went.
Yeah. Linda, what's your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple. Purple's a good one. I think people who like purple are intelligent. I'll say.
Aw.
Is it the jewel toned like deep purple, or are you more like lavender?
Or is it a spectrum?
Purples.
It's like, dinosaur purple,
Okay.
Barney,
Like
Barney.
Barney
Yeah.
purple?
Barney purple.
Morning purple. Okay. That's better.
It's a happy color. I like that.
It's
All
a
right.
regal color. Yeah, it's a color of royalty, right?
Sure. Yeah, that was royalty. I think that's proven out to be a great group of people, the Royals.
Yeah.
That's another tangent we can get Steve.
I love it because I can't stand the whole royal family and all that shit. I'm just sitting back and well, there we go. Well, arrested him. That's good.
And on his birthday, no less. That was
On his birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, these people are leeches. Is all they are is leeches. And this is, we just need to get rid of it. And I have no skin in the game. And I hate the fact they report on it. And I don't feel like they've reported enough of the bad stuff. If God forbid the king was doing something, that they would have that all over the news. Or if he was renewing his vows, that would be like a major story. They'd have that all over the news. We would live broadcast. I think we need to be 24 hours a day on this fucking Prince Andrew guy until he fucking pops his head open, and because he can't take the pressure that's being put on him. They need to be up this dude's fucking ass because he's obviously got all kinds of crazy ass shit he was doing, and let's get to the bottom of it. Okay, media, here's your chance. Here, I have some interest now in the royal family. Fucking go to work. Do your shit, media. Put on this fucking
he
douchebag.
looked very unwell.
I hate that fucking
got
guy.
released. Like the picture of him in the back of the car. That man was looking stressed. Like,
Yeah, good.
and he
Good.
should.
Yes.
I would assume any English prison is a fucking country club compared to most because the English are fucking nice or whatever. We need to send them to some other place where it's send them to Peru in a prison or some shit like that.
Oh, you think they're not? I was assuming it was still like a medieval dungeon.
You think so? I don't know.
Do they still have the tower?
Yeah.
It would be wild to think about him having to go to jail, and I would love it. I would love the idea of this. So yeah, get him, get him, media. Here's your chance. You put the squeeze on. You just keep reporting about this shit all the time, and eventually the police are like, we got to do something here. The public's demanding. Get them. But I don't think they care enough about any of the fucking people involved in this. I think you should get them all, every single one of them. Round them all up. Get them out of here. Let's have them leave society. People involved doing shit to kids. God damn. Horrible. Matt, how about you? What's your favorite color?
All right. Yeah. always just on the heels of such a cheerful idea. KK, I will say that the idea that you grow out of your favorite color, I think that's her thing, because when I was always a fan of orange, but I don't want an orange car. I don't want a bunch of orange shirts.
Right.
I love the color orange because I just thought it was neat. I love sunsets and I love the tiger animal is cool, but I don't want like an orange like phone case or an
Living
orange.
room?
Yeah, no,
No.
no. So, I guess I've matured maybe to blue. It's a nice
Oh,
neutral color. I don't know.
well,
Yeah.
you're old. And also
Yeah,
old
I'm
people.
old.
Old people love
Yeah,
blue. So yeah,
yeah. It's the color of my hair soon. So yeah.
it's true. It's true. I thought about dyeing my beard blue, a blue beard. So but
I am a big fan of
that'd be
like
nice.
blue hair dinner.
Blue hair
I like
dinner.
getting dinner
Yes.
early.
Like 4:30,
Oh, blue hair.
5
Yes.
p.m.
Blue hair.
The
So
blue
like,
Love
light
blue hair
special.
dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. KK, you asked the question. What's your favorite color now?
I think that's the thing is I think it has been blue, but
Okay.
sometimes I like green and sometimes I like yellow. So maybe I don't have a favorite. I just have some colors that I prefer.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. I think most of us are like that. Like my dad was definitely like he had a favorite. Like every car that he ever had, was blue. He was like truly a person who liked the color blue. Uh, you know, um, we got it when he passed away. My mom and I, again, nothing. It was a shock, and he died of a heart attack. And the next morning, we got to go pick out a coffin, and there was a blue one there. And I said, "Fuck it, buy that one. That's the one." That's the one he would have selected. So I was like, that's the one. And so, yeah. Yeah. I mean, so there are people who just love certain colors, but then there's others that, yeah, we tend to like ones more than other. But you don't necessarily get every car in that color, that type of thing. So, yeah, I get what you're saying, KK.
Yeah, but when you were a kid, it was like a conversation opener.
yeah.
Yeah.
And everything had that color. It's like I needed a pink backpack. I needed
Okay.
pink shoes. All my clothes were pink. My bows were pink. My sheets were
I think
pink.
that's a girl thing. I think.
Well, I don't. It wasn't.
I didn't have, I was never, Matt, were you to that level where everything you were doing was orange?
No, not quite. No, but I would say, Kathy, that's probably the peak of our conversation level when you're that age. I mean, that's how
That's your
that's about as
icebreaker?
complicated as it
That's your
gets. So,
icebreaker?
I,
Like if
Miss
you were,
those days, Matt. I miss them.
if you were in like third grade and you were like Kathy, you might go up to her recess and be like, "Hey, what's your favorite color?" That'd be an
exactly.
opener.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
hey, check out my orange trapper keeper.
Rapper keeper.
it's not your favorite dinosaur. We didn't have much else going on back then. I miss those days.
Yeah, there was no
Favorite
purple
dinosaur.
dinosaurs when I was a kid, so yeah. Well, it was the '70s, so yeah, we didn't have that. But yeah, it was still good times though. Still good
Yeah.
times. Yeah. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start this time with Matt.
All right. I
Matt
have
Welge.
Welgie. I have old in the title, Old Portrero.
Old Portrero. Nice. Wow. Quite the squeak, but an incredible pop. So, yeah, that's going to be the lead. We're going to be very tough to beat. We'll see what happens. Next up is McNew.
I have a Yellowstone toasted.
Hold on.
Whoa. KK talked right over you. And her dog also scratched over you. So,
All right.
or chewed over you, I guess. I don't know what was going on.
I was trying to mute him, and I said, "Hold
Yeah,
on."
I feel like McNew probably has the lead, but it was drowned out by KK, so that means Matt still is in the lead.
I'm sorry, McNew.
All
Please
right,
don't
Linda,
get
what do
mad
you got?
again. Oh, is it me?
Linda.
Oh,
What do
okay.
you got?
Deer Hammer, it's the blackberry mead.
Okay, man, I was thought that was going to be explosive based on what was going on there, but not really. That's the warden's favorite whiskey we've ever had in the shop.
I
So
knew
that's
that.
a crazy one. Green River. So this is a decanter. So let's see what we got here. Nothing going on there. KK, your last but not least.
Okay, I'm going to open up my minor case.
Okay, solid, but not enough to win this thing. Matt, you win.
Man, I thought that was good.
Cheers.
Cheers to
Cheers.
Matt. KK, you can try filing an appeal, but
I thought appeals were not allowed.
Appeals are allowed if it wasn't thrown to a judge. So I didn't ask for a judge to rule. So there's been no ruling beyond mine. So
You can submit it by email at kissmyass@aol.com.
Matt's been working on his material. Did you hear that, Mikhail?
It's great.
I don't know that this is good. He's slowly becoming one of us. So I think he's going in the wrong direction.
He's integrating himself.
I think he's realized he can't get us to be him. So he's like, fuck it, I'm just going to join the circus.
I think traumatized him enough where he's like, he just accepted it.
I learned it by watching you, okay?
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about the word dusty as it applies to whiskey. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
And during this break, we bring you, what do we bring you? Neely Family Distillery.
You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about, did the ABV network invent the word dusty for old whiskeys?
Yes, we are. So that was a term thrown about by us as early as 2018. I looked at the Bourbon Daily. We had a bracket challenge, best dusty whiskey and things like that. And that's not a term that was utilized back in those days. But I saw this week, one of the big news outlets talking about what's the best dusty whiskey these days. And I thought, wow, it's broken through mainstream. So are we responsible for this, or is it just a natural progression within whiskey? What do you guys think?
I think we were early with it. I do think we were early with it.
Okay.
But then you started getting bars like Neat, and then the place that Brad Bonds has, and then they start doing dusty. So then people are like, oh, there's these dusty bourbon bars. And I think it might be a combination, but I think for media-wise, we were probably the first.
We should get annotation that we are the inventor of that, and then the others can use it, right? But, yeah.
It's
not like we trademarked it or anything. But
you could have. You still could. You're not too late.
Yeah, we predate those establishments you just talked about. So,
yeah,
well, for sure. They owe it to us.
I'd say it's up to someone else to prove that you're not. So you should. I mean, it should be on your marquee. It should be on the on the
Yes,
podcast.
that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's what we do with our world record. I mean, we throw it out there and be like, "Is anybody? This is how many we've sold different barrel picks in an hour. Has anybody done more than that? Tell us." And no one's accepted the challenge. So I
Haven't
think
seen any burden of proof, huh?
right,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, so I think that's how that kind of stuff works. So yeah, I mean, I just I feel like we've had an impact on so many different things in the world of whiskey, and a lot of it's behind the scenes. Like recently, I set up one of our high-profile celebrity to talk to one of our favorite distillers, and now they're going to start working together. And as they do that, it'll be this great kumbaya that those two entities are working together. But behind the scenes, I did that.
And you get
I did that. I don't get any credit for that. No one gives a fuck. Everybody's like, they're so nice of Akeley to foster this relationship. No, I never get credit for anything that I do. But there's a million things like that behind the scenes that happen. So, yeah, it's
not even add on the label. Thanks to Steve Akeley, like a book intro. You're not getting anything.
yeah, I'm not going to get anything. No. So, but things do happen. So I don't know. Maybe there's something nice about being behind the scenes, a puppet master. I guess I don't know. Or, but every once in a while, it'd be nice to make a list. The best 1,000 bourbon podcasts, and we wouldn't even make that. I feel.
No, we have more content than literally anybody.
I know.
It's fine.
I think you have like the Wayne Gretzky like kind of statistic. Like even if you took other podcasts and add them together, it still wouldn't.
Right.
It
Right.
wouldn't compare.
Yeah. That is definitely something to be said for that, because when you're talking about greatness, longevity and amount of work definitely factors in. But I don't know. We still can't break through. I always think, here's a funny thing. If you talk to people in Kentucky bourbon, and who are the most influential people in bourbon that aren't part of the industry but promote it via things like media and stuff like that, I feel like I would be pretty high up that list if you're asking the bourbon industry people. If you did a poll in St. Louis, who are the most powerful and influential bourbon people, I probably wouldn't rank in the top 100. It's a weird thing. It's a weird goddamn thing that I'm in St. Louis, and we have our own group, of course. We have the people that come in and support the shop, but for the most part, it's other people that get all the attention and things like that. It's a weird entity, weird animal to me. I don't know what you got to do. I'm not sure.
You're like an artist. Like Van Gogh was never appreciated in his time. You're going to be appreciated later, Steve.
I do feel like that sometimes. I do feel like that because, I feel like in my own time, I'm not appreciated. But there will be some time when someone's looking back at all these shows, and it's a great snapshot of the content that we have of what was happening in the world of bourbon during this big bourbon boom. So, yeah. There's comfort in that, and I've instructed the family, when I'm gone, just pay this bill. It'll keep those shows out there and keep the content out there, and that's part of it. So, yeah. And then I'm like, I told the kid, and then keep this account open, and all the money from those entities funnels into that account, and you can just pull out of that when you need it. So,
That's cool.
it's not bad.
So you're leaving a legacy. Is what
I'm trying. Yeah.
Exactly what
Yeah. I also feel like one of the most important things to me too is my kid. I feel like, my kid doesn't have any interest in the stuff that I do right now. No interest, never listened to a podcast, much less all the podcasts and stuff like that. But I also feel like at some point this is going to mean something to her. I always feel like my dad told all these stories about being a police officer, and it got to be the point where people love the stories because he's a great storyteller. And he would tell all these stories about being a police officer in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and stuff like that. And people would eat this shit up. I would almost roll my eyes because I heard them so many times. Now I'm like, shit, I can't remember those stories. But if he had a podcast back in the day, if that would have been something and he would have told all those stories, God, I'd listen to every one of them. I would love to hear my dad telling his stories and talking about being a police officer and talking about the stuff that he loved. My kid has that opportunity to do that whenever the time is right. I think that's pretty cool. I think at some point she'll enjoy going back and listening to the 3,500 plus episodes we have of the Bourbon Daily and stuff like that, and the crazy shenanigans and stuff like that. So
Your kid your kid can be like, "Hey, listen to Grandpa like
Right.
flip his lid about this topic. Listen to him like throw a tantrum about it.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is what your grandpa was like."
Right. Right.
So,
Listen
but
to Grandpa talk about the atrocities of Prince Andrew.
Yes.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I took a nap this afternoon and I had a dream and I was furious. I woke up in furious anger. I'm like, can I not even sleep when I'm not getting mad?
Your old
It was
man
it was this
anger
weird
is
dream.
processing in your subconscious.
Right. This weird dream. I'm over at my mom's house. She's doing something. She's like in the shower or something like that. And I see these people coming up to the house, and I look. They catch me. They see me looking out. But I'm like, fuck it. I don't know who these people are. I don't want to talk to them. They're friends of my mom or something. So I go away. I don't even know why I'm in my house. I'm in my mom's house, which is where I grew up in. And so I go and I hide out in my old room. I don't know why I'm hiding out in my room. The people can't get in there. But I was waiting for my buddy Charlie to come over there. Now, why my buddy Charlie would be coming over to my mom's house to pick me up for something, I don't know. But then I hear my buddy Charlie going, "Oh yeah, he's here. There's people in there. Well, I'm going about." So he lets them in and he brings them back to my room, and I just start going crazy. I start yelling at the people and all that. "What are you doing here?" and all that. "Why are you in our house? I don't know who you are. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of the house," and all this. I'm yelling at them and threatening them and stuff, like I can be. I mean, most people don't think I'm like that, but I mean, I run hot on these things when I don't like shit going on. And then the guy says, "Well, we bought this house today." I'm like, "You bought it?" "Yeah, your mom put it up for sale this morning. We bought it." I'm like, "She put her house up for sale? I didn't know about this." And then, so I'm screaming at the guy, "Get out, get out, get out." And they go, and then the guy collapses because he got so stressed out by my yelling. And I don't know if I killed him or not because I woke up then. I might have killed that guy just
What
by
a
yelling at him.
dream.
How
I
did you
didn't touch him.
feel about killing him? Did it feel good?
No, because then I got thinking, I might get blamed for this. I was like, I didn't touch him. I was yelling. I didn't. There was no fisticuffs or anything.
caused his heart attack. Is
I
what
think
you-
so. I think so. Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, why do I have to wake up and I'm getting angry in my dreams? Even why does this happen? Yeah, I mean,
Do you carry the anger into your real life?
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm
yeah.
angry all the time. I'm always angry.
Then you're like, "I'm mad at you because of what you did in my dream last night."
Well, yeah, I'm pissed at my buddy Charlie. That's for sure. I can't wait to see that son of a bitch. I mean, he let the people in the house. I got to talk to my mom about selling the house. Number one, that's not even telling me she's putting her house up for sale. What's her plan? I don't know if she has one. She's just selling the house. And number two, my buddy Charlie just let people in the house. Yeah, that's fine. Just let them in.
And they closed on the house while she was in the shower.
Yeah, it sounds
you
sketchy to me.
goddamn thing. That's going to be your problem too, Steve.
It sounds very sketchy to me. Very sketchy. So, yeah. So, my mom's always saying that shit too. Like, I just need to go into a home. I'm like, what are you talking about? You drive, you pick up all your friends, you go out to dinner, you do your own grocery shopping, you pay your own bills, you cut your own grass. I would like if you'd stop cutting your own grass. That'd be a nice step. They're like, no, they don't cut it the right way. I'm like, oh Jesus. Okay, just keep cutting your grass and then complain about how your back hurts because you've done too much in the yard. Yeah, I don't. So Dusty Whiskey was our term.
We were on a small talk.
We invented that. So that's the moral of this story. That's why I gave you all that back information about the anger and all that because Dusty Whiskey was our
I
thing.
think what happened was you were thinking about the show and how you feel unappreciated,
Yeah,
and you just got pissed off.
yeah.
You know what I think needs to happen? Tim needs to put this in Urban Dictionary, Dusty Whiskey, invented by the ABV Network. Because we got a couple things in there. We got an Egyptian sand cat.
Aren't those all like sexual terms though? It's not
No,
put like Dusty Whiskey in there.
our dumbasses were saying. I just don't think Dusty Whiskey was funny enough, so it didn't take off. But because it was serious and it's smart, it just didn't take off because it's smart. Our dumb shit takes off for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go. I think we resolved this one to a perfect end. So perfect. All right. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Matt, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me currently, presently, actively appreciating the Colonel and across all social media at Whiskey Tequila Fridays podcast.
Yeah. I get mad about this stuff. I'll tell you. They have the best female media person. I wrote up a whole thing for McNew. No one's done more bourbon podcasts than McNew. No one's done all the shit. Who's done more
That was
for bourbon?
political.
Look, I even have a plaque. I even have a fucking plaque on my wall. Nobody.
I have designed by us, paid for by us. Yeah, we can recognize ourselves. McNew should have been recognized. I don't know. I get salty about this stuff, but. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Someone who holds up a bottle and takes a picture with a big smile. That's the true person who's influencing the bourbon business. Jesus Christ. All right, Linda, you're next.
Linda Monica across all socials.
Kathy.
You can find me on Instagram at KKCastStrength.
McNew.
Also on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley across all social media. I am abvnetwork.com, where we put all of our content, so you can listen to all those shows. Maybe if you get a hankering to listen to 3,400 and something shows, we've got them for you. Of course, abvbarrelshop.com is the famous place where you can find out about the Barrel Shop. And check out Bourbon Sasquatch. There is a growing group of people that enjoy watching the videos on there, so check out Bourbon Sasquatch on YouTube. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.